Good morning, guys. Welcome to Black Sheep Acres. I think we'll let the birds free range a little bit today. There's some bare spots starting to show up. Let them at least think they're getting something out here. Been confined to their run way too long. See how long it takes them to find the door. Not very long. They were out the other day for a little while. Oh, they don't want to go out there quite yet. The roosters have been pretty good protectors. They herded all the hens in the other day. There was a hawk flying around and they herded all their hens back into the run. So they're doing their job. I'm not sure this girl roosts much anymore. Yesterday I come in, she was down already, or never made it up. Last night when I come in to shut the turkeys up, she was laying down over in this corner. But they're pretty big. I think next time we try to keep turkeys around to have eggs to incubate, we're going to choose a different breed. Bronze breasted are just too big. Too big to keep around this long. When we're done collecting what eggs we want for the incubator this year, we're going to turn them loose, let them free range in the mornings. Hopefully they come back because they've never been able to be outside. They've always just had run in here. Just because I've always been worried about them taking off with wild turkeys around here. But we're going to give them their freedom this spring as soon as we're done collecting what eggs we want to collect. But I'm guessing they'll come back. I have to put that extension cord up. Tom's having a fight with it. He said it's too early. I don't want to get up yet. Tom there's got two beards going on. I'd only really ever noticed the one before. Shows how observant I am. But I guess they're getting more pronounced now, so they're easier to see. We're also going to cut in a few windows this year, I think. Let a little more light in here. We usually raise our meat birds in this other side. So I'm going to put a doorway in right here. And then I'll be able to let these guys out this spring and our meat birds will stay in there. I do want to build something new for our meat birds, but I got too many projects on the slate for this summer, so maybe next spring I'll have a new setup for the meat birds. Well, I'm not going to do too much pruning this year of my fruit trees, but I got to do a little bit, and I've got some cabin fever. Need to get outside. Hasn't been the worst winter, but it's sure nice to get out here. We've got a little melt off, so snow's not so deep and I can get to my trees, so I'm just going to do a little bit of pruning. Last year we lost at least 3 trees to the cold last year, and I pruned them pretty hard over the winter, so I'm a little leery to prune as hard as I normally do. Most of them grew suckers from the roots, and I kind of want to keep them and see what the tree does. There's one of the trees had some leaves on it yet, so I want to leave that root system. I mean, it's a developed root system. It'll be good for grafting other trees onto, but it mainly affected my pear trees last year and my harvest this last fall of the apples. I only had 1 tree that was really doing good, but I don't have only a couple older apple trees that really produce anyway, and a lot of newer stuff. They're all old enough to start bearing fruit, but they're just not coming on yet. Maybe this year it'll be a little better. So I'm just gonna do some filming here of me pruning some trees very lightly.